Hi guys, welcome to my Bajerski YouTube channel. It's a beautiful day today. I am really sorry I've been absent for a few days, and the reason why is nothing more than an overload of beautiful work. We're now at the very last moment of the book that I've spent probably years on, 32 stories actually of truth, and having to go back to certain people and see if the story aligns, and so forth. So it's all pure 100%. Obviously people have different perspectives from how they experience things, but overall everybody's happy so far, and we're nearly at the very end. I have to say I've had numerous thoughts and feelings throughout the whole of these past few weeks of the name of the book, and seeing the invisible, feeling the invisible. We came up the other day with considering just a slightly different name. So we're just in between the final stages. We call it the polishing moment. Polish everything so it's all squeaky clean for you. So when you pick that book up, you feel it and you know that the intention in that book, the love, the truth, is within it. You feel it in the energy, and I don't want to let you down, and the last thing I want to do is let anybody down. So yeah, I'm sorry that I haven't been here to be able to share messages with you daily, but I hope, I really mean this, I hope that you think about nipping back and looking at some of the videos on my channel. I think there's over 800, so there's enough to choose from, and just like have a flick through and see. There's quite a lot of great information on there, and you know what? At times I like to flick back and just listen to one and see, and feel it. It really is helpful for me. So I think they're a great reminder to all of us to stay balanced and pure. Even though the world is changing from day to day, it is. I mean, everything changes, but like anything in life, so much is I kind of recycled energy, I mean, probably from the ancient times of Egyptians. That kind of thoughts, feelings, ideas, it's probably all still happening right now, and all we're doing is changing it to suit our energy. I made a video this morning on Facebook Live, and it was basically regarding fear. And you know what I think about fear? Fear is the beginning of everything that will kind of fall around you, and you'll end up falling to your knees, because fear is it's really addictive. And I say it's one of the most powerful energies in the world. But then again, so is love. Most people embrace fear than love. That's the truth. And the reason why is because we're so used to fear, because it's bombarded at us. And I can easily point out a simple fact. When you switch on your TV or listen to your radio, or listen or even look at a newspaper, look through that newspaper or watch TV and then ask yourself, how many bits on that 1 hour is love, and how many bits on there is confusion, fear and worry? There's my answer. It's really simple. So the world is bombarded by fear constantly. The only way you and I can clear that fear is to make a choice, and that choice can only come from within. Most people choose that moment when they're on their knees, when they're actually on the floor and they think, I can't cope anymore. And that's normally your spirit, your inner power, your intuition saying, enough is enough, Mark. Enough is enough, whoever you are. Enough is enough. We cannot get any lower than this. And that, I believe, is part of the journey. So if 2020 is the moment to put you on your knees, then I would smile and say, well, you know what? It can only get more beautiful from this moment on. You can only make the decision now to get up off those knees and say enough is enough. So for me, the world is turning away from the lies, the manipulation, and what's happening around us from day to day. We're starting to realize that fear is contagious, and everybody's talking fear. Everybody now. But you can choose to turn away from that. You can choose to focus on people who are, through the times of darkness, are a lighthouse in this world to shine a light. And there will always be darkness, and there will always be fear. And you know what? I've decided not to buy into it. I've decided to focus my energy on what I can do to make a difference, to heal me and heal the world, and to send a message out. I could sit here quite comfortably telling you all the fear stuff, and you'll probably sit here and go, oh, yes, he's right, it's terrible. And that's easy. That's easy. Anybody can sell that. Anybody. And that's why so many people are selling fear, because it's easy to sell. It's an easy sell. What's a difficult sell for you to hear and digest and feel is love of truth, beautiful power, beautiful energy, beautiful healing. And that's not so easy, because it's a long-term effect. It's not an instant effect. Maybe some of you do feel it instantly. Maybe when I say I love you, you really feel it and you know I mean it. But a lot of you say, yeah, whatever. And when I say things like healing and mention that word, or certain things, yeah, whatever, it's so much easier to buy into fear, and it happens instantly because you create it, than to create love. And like I said, you've been bombarded with fear all your life. So it's easy because you're used to fear, you're used to worry, you're used to panic, you're used to everything's going to go wrong because it's what you're used to. So you're more familiar with that. You're more comfortable in that energy, even though you say you're not, but you are. Without a doubt, you're probably more comfortable in fear than happiness. So I realized that I can't live like this anymore. And I know you can. We can't. It's impossible, because what happens is when you buy into the fear and stay in it, eventually it eats away at the physical body and you become ill. And then the darkness wins. Win-win for them, because they told you, it's all going to be wrong, it's all bad. Yes, because they told you that and you bought into it and you believed it. So today's a great day. It's a beautiful day, wherever you are, whether it's raining, whether it's snowing, whether it's hot weather, whether it's beautiful and sunny or dark. Right now is a great moment for you to make a decision to say enough is enough. And I believe today is a great day. And if you're watching this, there's got to be something within this message that really has touched you in a way that you either say you're watching this still now or you switched off. If you're watching this now, then it has to be your moment to say, I am not going to buy into fear anymore. And I'm going to change the way I think, feel and behave. I am going to direct my thoughts. I'm going to direct my eyes, my vision and my whole energy towards the good, the positive, and how to make a difference in your life and other people's life. By making a difference in your life, by seeing the good, by doing the good, you change everybody else's perception around you. Whether they say or not doesn't matter, because you are. Once you introduce love into somebody's life, whether you do a kind act or you hug somebody or say something nice, you have no idea the ripple effect that you give to that one person. I wrote a book called Diary of an Accidental Psychic, and the title of one story was it was basically a woman came up to me and said, you've healed my dog. And I said to her, sorry, I don't know who you are. She said, yeah, you healed my dog. And I said, at that time, I said, don't think so. You must have the wrong healer, because I don't heal animals. And at that time, when I first started, I was only healing humans and children. She said, well, can I explain to you exactly what happened? And I said, sure. So we sat down and we had a coffee at Central Idea down the road, and she started telling me the story about her beautiful husband. And she said, Mark, a few days ago, my husband came to see you, and you gave him a healing session. He came home and he sat down. When I got back with the children and all the children were put into bed, I came downstairs and my husband was sat at the table and he wanted to speak to me. She said, I was absolutely petrified because I thought something was really wrong. In that 1 hour conversation, he told me about his life as a child and his abuse. He opened up to me about his fears and his worries and what had happened to him and how he behaves now and how guilty he felt. She said, Mark, I hadn't cried as much as I cried when he was explaining all the things that he did. And the reason why I cried, Mark, is because it all made sense. All his anger, all his quietness, all his fears and worries now make sense because I know now what happened to him. She said, Mark, the following day my children came back from school, and normally when I'm washing up and tidying, I get a bit annoyed at my kids and tell them to go to the room. This particular day, my daughter had bumped into me and said something, and I bent down and I listened to her, and for the first time I was really listening. And I realized, my God, I've never really listened to my daughter like I have now. And I think it was about a picture of some description. So she'd drawn a painting and she talked to her about it, and it was beautiful. And she had tears in her eyes, and her daughter went upstairs to play. Her daughter went into her brother's bedroom, and they were playing, and literally these two never play, they fight. And she went up to the bedroom and she saw the little boy reading for the girl. She said, again, I started crying. I've never seen this connection, this love between them both, reading this book and playing. She went back downstairs and she was telling me how she realized what an effect. She went back up, instead of shouting to them to come downstairs to have something to eat. She went into the bedroom and she saw the little boy playing, stroking with their dog. Their dog is normally petrified and running away and like cowering because the little boy is always tormenting the dog. Today was different. The little boy was stroking the dog and the dog was fast asleep. So you see, Mark, you healed my dog. That was the most profound moment in my life that made me understand that one action that you give to your family, your friends, your sister, your brother, whoever it may be, if you give a little bit of love to somebody, a little bit of healing, that has such an effect that it heals not only a whole family, but then that whole family will heal everybody else they meet through the day. And thus you create love in the world instead of anger and fear. So my message is clear to you today. 2020 is a year for you to understand the power of love, the power of awareness, the power of you. Today, embrace that power. Embrace you, for you are the most powerful healer that will change this world. And that is why you are here in 2020. Have a beautiful day, guys. I will speak to you hopefully tomorrow. See you all. And if you do get a chance, I'll see you in April, not far now, April the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, and that's the Easter long weekend in Toronto, where I will spend 4 magical days with you, teaching, sharing all the experience that I've learned to become the pure energy healer that I am today. And I hope I can give you all my secrets so you become that very energy to help heal this world. See you all in Canada, Toronto. Bye, guys.